Welcome to Definite Hearing. In today's video, I'm going to talk about a recent drop in hearing that I experienced, and I hope this will resonate with some of you. If you haven't already, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I enjoy making this content for you so that you know that you are not alone and you have a great trusted source of a person with hearing loss. For those that have hearing loss, they totally understand this. For those that don't, this might be a little hard for you to wrap your mind around. But when I say I experience a drop in hearing, this means that my ability to hear decreased and my ability to understand, furthermore, also decreased. And so I experienced a hearing loss and a loss of ability to understand what I am hearing. A lot of hearing people don't understand that being hard of hearing is so much more than just not hearing. It is also having to work harder to understand what you're hearing. I want to start by talking about how I knew I was experiencing additional hearing loss. It was in Sunday at church and my right ear was just feeling more plugged. In fact, I actually thought my hearing aid had gone dead. It sounded muffled. So muffled, in fact, I checked my hearing aid tube to see if there was moisture blocking the tube. There was not. I checked my app to see if my hearing aid battery had died. It had not. So when I got home, I actually swapped out my rechargeable ReSound 1s for my battery-powered ReSound Enzo 3Ds to see if it was a hearing aid sound processing issue. When I powered up my battery-powered hearing aids, it sounded the same. The left ear sounded normal, and the right ear just sounded plugged, and it had a lower volume to it. I felt like I couldn't hear out of my ear. So at this point, this is when I reached out to my audiologist and I said, I feel like I can't hear out of my right ear. Can I come to you? Can you check my ear for wax? And can we do an audiogram? So that's just what we did. We did an audiogram and it in fact confirmed that I was experiencing additional hearing loss in my right ear. As you can see in my audiogram, you can see the drop in my right hearing depicted in gray. So my original hearing levels are the blue in my left ear, the red in my right ear, and the gray line below the red line is my new right ear hearing as of when I tested it last week. It was shocking to see it so obviously depicted on the audiogram. My audiologist said, "You're right, your hearing definitely decreased. In fact, you're a candidate for a cochlear implant." And that was definitely confirmed with my discrimination scores. Discrimination is the ability to understand what you're hearing. After my audiogram, we confirmed this with a speech repetition test. So my audiologist would play words through each ear and I would have to repeat them. My left ear was appropriate. My right ear discrimination score was at 13%. So with this information, my audiologist recommended that I start thinking about a cochlear implant for my right ear. To be honest, I experienced another roller coaster of hearing loss emotions. Hearing loss can be sudden in terms of the onset, but as far as learning to deal with it, it really is a journey. When my audiologist told me that I was a cochlear implant candidate, this was not the first time that I'd heard it, but seeing my hearing drop so significantly on the audiogram hit me in a new way. Realizing that I'm really not understanding what I'm hearing is shocking. It takes time for that to sink in. Usually I do pretty well functioning in my daily environments because overall they're very controlled. So know that if you have hearing loss and you've received a diagnosis or you're just dealing with it on a daily basis, that emotional roller coaster and the additional hearing fatigue is totally normal. I'm going through it right now. So now that I'm experiencing increased hearing loss, now what? I mean, the reality is I can treat it, and I have tried that with a round of oral steroids. I don't feel like it's back up to normal levels, but I also need to be better at getting to bed on time, getting a good night's rest. I admit this is difficult with 2 young children. I'm going to do better about cutting sugar out of my diet. We recently had Halloween and I was eating much more sugar than usual and also using my inhaler for my asthma more than usual as well. I think all of these factors have definitely decreased my ability to hear. If you have hearing loss, have you noticed that any of these factors that I mentioned decrease your ability to hear and or understand what you're hearing? If so, I would love to hear in the comments below. So there is a unique personal post for today. If you have any questions for me regarding this recent experience, please let me know in the comments below. If you haven't already, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Your support helps a ton and means a lot. I created this channel because I enjoy helping people, and when you like and subscribe, it lets me know that it means something to you too. Thanks so much for watching. Stay strong, stay amazing, and have a great day.